So you know that Elvis was very hot, very hot.
You threw yourself at him. It was so tragic.
Like
it really was.
And you don't think you were
and here he is again.
Who? Elvis?
Times never change.
No, are we supposed to notice him?
Let's do that again, Chuck.
I don't think we're supposed to notice him.
Always.
Okay, so anyway, you and the Elvis, you were throwing yourself all over him.
Excuse me, you were all over him, and
excuse
he had
me.
just gotten married to Priscilla. It was so inappropriate.
Oh my God, he was so hot for me. He was so hot for me.
Oh
I
my
was so
God,
his type
he
with the
was
black and the white hair.
I went to this casting and my agent said, take it, because you're going to be working with stellar actors and it's a groundbreaking show and you really need to do this. It was a lot of shocking events and I stuck it out. Come on. And then making chicken soup, Sammy Davis chicken soup. It was Sammy Davis cooking in the kitchen. The writing was getting absolutely out of control. As the only Christian person on the entire set, I thought this is the most sacrilegious thing I've ever seen. Having Jesus come back as a zombie, it was the most ridiculous writing. Obviously we had to cut the scene and then they had to build a new spire. Sophie keeps saying, oh, this is fabulous. This writing is so fabulous. We're so cutting edge. Elvis was attracted to me. I was his type. I was that tall, willowy type. It really was probably the highlight of that entire experience was having Elvis on the set. Even though Sophie kept throwing herself at him, it was so tragic watching her throw herself at him.
All right, and they said there was also an episode with Frank Sinatra and he kicked the lead actor in the balls. Or punched him in the balls.
Yes, what's his name? Mel?
Melvin.
Mel. Okay. Well, yes, and then they bring on Frank Sinatra, Old Blue Eyes, and then Old Blue Eyes got himself snockered because the green room was full of nothing but booze. Booze, cigarettes, and women. That's exactly what they had. And he had all his friends there. Dean Martin was there. Joey Bishop, they were all out on the set with him. And then he turns around, he gets himself so slammed that he goes and he knocks Mel right in the balls.
Our cast get along very, very well, except for Marilyn. Well, they hired this little bitch, this little bitch named Crystal DeCanta.
I hate her.
You are such a liar. She blew you.
She raped me backstage.
Oh, stop it. You loved it. Crystal DeCanta.
Crystal knows how to... to decant me.
Yeah. Anyway, Crystal was very interesting because she was the only non-Jew in a Jewish cast. She did have a mustache, though, and that was a little strange.
She still has the fucking mustache. You'll see it.
I never understood the mustache. I never got it. I thought, oh my God, this girl's a beauty. And I'm like, okay, maybe without the mustache. But the mustache, I mean, it was like she loved it. Did it tickle you? Did you like her little mustache?
It did tickle.
I bet you liked it.
It did tickle.
When she was down all over there. I like Jesus. And then one day Jesus shows up on the set. I mean, I didn't know if he was an actor or really Jesus because, he came back. And it was right around after Easter. And or Easter, he was like, when he came back. So he shows up at the door. They liked that he was topless. They liked the whole thing.
And the overuse of the words, holy Jesus.
Yeah, they liked that. And so were you raised by a wolf? A Jewish wolf?
I was raised by a Jewish wolf.
Well, I originally was cast in Bewitched, but my agent said, don't take it. Go and do this show because this is going to be a hit. Well, it was a hit all right in the face.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, it wasn't Tabitha you were playing, it was Endora. So let's keep things in perspective. And at the time you were 23.
Whatever you think, that's fine.
All I'm saying is I'm being nice. When
nice.
Sophie gets in here, it's not going to be this nice.
Well, you know what? She thought that she could just win everybody over with those big knockers of hers, and that doesn't work. You have to have some acting chops behind you.
I mean, I thought it was a good episode. I thought we had some good stuff going on, and there's some good jokes about the guy, he was taking donations like deposits under the table, and I had to get rid of the bodies. Well, that, I think, was the beginning of the end, because they realized, when you look at it, I was getting rid of corpses at the end of the episode. Well, I think what we needed was a story about a girl trying to become a cheerleader and not a girl doing the football team.
You know, everybody mocked me because I was the pretty one. They all kept saying, well, bring her in, bring her in. We're going to interview a bunch of girls, bring her in. She's going to be able to bring the show up a caliber, you know, not because everybody wanted, oh, Sophie, 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 because she was a famous actress. Nobody gave a crap about Sophie.
Right.
And if I had to smell one more bowl of gefilte fish or I thought I would die if another catering facility came in with deviled eggs and chopped liver. Was there no like regular food?
All right, I'm not getting in the middle of this, but all I'm going to say is, how'd the Marsha Brady interview go? How'd that go? Did you get that? The show could have done so well if you wouldn't have done what you did. And what you did was you done everybody on the staff. That's what you did.
You know, I had to work with that little werewolf with the pointy ears. The little, you know, he's the one who ran around the whole time between his pants being down and everybody making believe he was 12 years old.
He was a
midget.
saint. The boy was a saint.
35-year-old midget. He was a 35-year-old midget. What do you think? You think that kind of hair grows on a 12-year-old? You must be kidding.
I will say that was...
Who has pubic hair that's shaped like a widow's peak?